I'm sorry. My mother earned 11,000 last year, sir.
Well, not according to that.
No, it's a mistake. I promise you.
Do you have proof of that?
I can get my mom to send a copy of the W-2. You can call her right now.
Your mom's. Do you have two of them?
My mother's, sir. Get her to ship it. It'll take a few days.
Unless we have proof of the error in the next 48 hours, you'll have to vacate the dorms and drop your classes.
It's just a mistake, sir. Can't I get an extension?
If our financial requirements are such a burden, perhaps this isn't the best place for you.
Well, you know, if you're too stupid to know a simple mistake when you see one, then perhaps this ain't the best place for you, sir.
Glenda, call security.
Don't bother. I'll be back. You know, I just want to say sorry for the other day.
I'm afraid I have bad news. The financial question brought your scholarship to the attention of our committee, and they're putting it up for review.
What does that mean, sir?
The Reagan administration budget cuts have thrown a number of aid situations into uncertainty.
Including mine, all of a sudden.
They'll review your aid package as soon as they can. But unless you have the $7,800 you owe, you'll need to move out immediately.
What? You kick me out right now?
Well, it wouldn't be fair to the kids who are actually paying their way if we let you stay for nothing.
Oh, fuck that. You got somebody else I can talk to? You got a supervisor or something?
View your aid package as soon as they can.
It's already too late to drop these classes. I don't finish them. LBF's on my record.
Yeah, that is a shame.
A shame? This is my life, man. Do you know how hard I worked to get here?
But if I were you, I might reconsider my attitude moving forward.
My attitude?
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. You saw the clip, Snowfall. But I'm gonna use this as a statement of how power corrupts. And I'm gonna give plenty of examples. Just for the record, I actually don't believe in power because what I actually believe people think power is having an unfair advantage over another person and screwing them over. That's what I think. But that table can turn real fast. So using the snowfall reference, y'all saw that where students sometimes are at the mercy of admissions or teachers or coaches, older people, adults. And the lesson that some people in a position of authority teach younger people is I'm in this position, so it's nothing you can do when I screw you over because that's how they feel they have power. And then and then they exercise it in that way. And you can see it because of the exercise it with this person and then they don't with that person. Same scenario. This person does this, throw the book at them. That person does that, it's not a big deal. And that's how you create the society because you teach that you teach the dynamics of society to the children as their kids. That's how that goes. I've seen coaches do it where let me exercise my power over you by making sure that these people who may be coming to see you or think they should give you a scholarship, let me disparage you. Even if you're not a bad person, not even if you're not, when you're not, because I want this person to go because I like this person better. So I'm gonna throw this person under the bus and I'm gonna give this person like you probably should be looking at that person. Sometimes you have adults, people using age as a thing where because I'm an adult, I'm going to exert my power over you in society because you have to do what I say. And I'm not like sometimes kids think kids need to figure out if a person exerting power over them, if a person is actually parenting them. Because sometimes they get those confused. That is a true thing. So I got to put that on the table. you have using parenting. You see the power dynamic when you have when people have custody of the kids, how they act like they're in control of everything and that's their power. And it corrupts them. They become a bad parent because of, oh, I can do whatever I want. You see that, right? And when I say they become a bad parent, normally the person who has custody, if they feel like it, and they use power plays all the time because they have custody to mess with the relationship, they're usually a bad parent. And I'm not talking about because of just because of the alienation. I'm talking about their practices in alienating makes them a bad parent because they wind up messing up the kid. Now, then you have some people become bullies because I'm bigger than you and I look stronger than you and so ooh, I'm going to exert my physical power over you, and because I can do it, I'm going to do it to you. And it's like, oh, okay, interesting. Then you have people, that's why people say, like, people in the police overdo it. I got this position, so I can, if I can make up a reason to arrest you. I can cheap shot you. I can kick you in the head. I can slam you in the neck. I can shoot you. All in traffic stops. You know what I'm saying? Not real crazy crimes. Just things you need a ticket for. Like, we can, but since I pulled you over or stopped you to give you this ticket, let me just see if I can antagonize you long enough to get into a fight so I could do something to you because I got this badge on and this power. And you see that in the class issue. Oh, you look like you don't belong. You look like you don't have anything, so I'm gonna treat you like this because of this type of situation, or how are you here type of situation. Matter of fact, I saw a story on social media about Adam Sandler. His daughter went to like a Chanel store to buy to look, the shop, and they treated her like crap. And at the store, because she didn't dress like she was rich, right? So she calls her dad. And her dad comes to the store, and they say he buys up a bunch of stuff, but with another person in the store, so they can get the commission. Is it true? Possibly, because I saw that they had a thing in Houston with I want to say Jose Altuve. Like, he was in a Rolex store and they was talking and they was treating him like he was nothing, a nobody, because who is he? Why is he here? And that's a class power type of dynamic. Or you see the stories of people going to restaurants and we got to this, let them pay first. You got to pay, give you before you sit down. It's like, what? Same thing, like, people feel like got power at like car dealerships or real estate deals when they try to screw you over. Ooh, the power's in the paperwork, and you're not gonna see I just threw you under the bus. Or if you're new to an industry, and instead of somebody showing you the ropes, they throw you under the bus, like, so they can get ahead of power. The power, quote unquote, corrupts. And then some of y'all wonder why um, people are leaning out of a lot of professions and occupations because they don't want to deal with the fake power dynamic. You get what I'm saying? And I've seen so many screw ups getting powerful in a quote unquote power position, and since they was a screw up, that's what they're gonna do at their power position, be a screw up. I didn't, I didn't failed my way to the top now. Now I gotta mention this because I'm talking about how it corrupts. the the just like everything in life, all things come to an end. Your power is gonna come to an end. You know, them students gonna grow up and leave. You don't want to see, and if you was one of them people that was trying to screw them over, you don't want to see them when they're adults, because now you ain't got no power over them. Same thing with you adults. You screwed over these kids, and now when you see them as adults, and now you're older, they're younger, and they're like, yeah, pay back. Oh, no, 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 you got to forgive me. You get what I'm saying? That people use religion as power. You know, I can be corrupt, but I'm teaching you the religion or word of God. And it's like, shut up. For some of y'all don't know, like even like even with the law enforcement, like they've told me about how, even when guys actually go to prison, there are certain people that correctional officers don't want to mess with because they got life. They didn't got everything already taken away from them. So leave him alone before he kill you. Because now the power is out of the way. Like, oh, and I have to say that, like, in the class thing, you've got people with the classes and classism. I'm better than you, and I feel like I'm at this position and you're not. And then that's why they say be careful who you disrespect, on your way up, because you're gonna see them same faces on your way down, and some of them faces surpass you. Because I saw that thing with Tracy Morgan when the guy asked him for money and he was like, yeah, and he got on him like, nah, you did me, you disrespected me terribly. I'm not helping you. And that's the interesting thing about power, because or people who in what they consider power positions, the power corrupts them to the point that it shows who you are. Because there are people who are in powerful positions. They're like, listen, this is the position. Because you are who you are, no matter if you're in a powerful position, if you're in a weak position, if you're rich, if you're poor, you are who you are. So if a good person is in a powerful position, they're gonna be a good person in a powerful position. If they're a jerk in a powerful position, they're gonna be a jerk. That's how it goes. But because of all of the corruption, and this is why I say, like, I don't really believe in it, because and I gotta say this, sometimes people think they're powerful because they're networking and moving behind the strings, so they're causing people strife in life from behind the scenes, and nobody will ever know. You gotta pick out the pieces to know who did what. And I'm gonna tell y'all, the people who really abuse and are corrupt with power, when the power runs out, they're weak and they're scary. But when they're in a power position and somebody says, you know what, I'm done. Let's throw these fake rule book out. They can't handle that, because it's like, but if you do this, they're gonna do that, and if you do this, this is gonna happen, and I'll take your money and I'll get you locked up. And y'all don't realize it's people that go, okay, I'm still doing it, and it's like, wait. It's the same thing I say, like, when people, people think having a gun on them is power. I got a gun, so I'm powerful. It's like, okay. If it don't work, if it jam, if it run out of bullets, and it's just you there, now you ain't gonna be so powerful. I ain't no gun, and plus, like they say, ain't no guns in jail. So then it's like, oh, what I'm gonna do now? It's like that's why they talk about the violence in jail and all the weapons, because most of them cats can't fight no way. Just being honest with you, But the idea of power, same thing with, like, when people have like gang mentality. It's a group of them. It's a group versus you, so everybody feel powerful in the group. It's like, okay, but you don't feel powerful by yourself, do you? But I represent this group. You by yourself, dog. Or we don't care that you in the group. Let's get it. And then people in the group start getting 2-piece and 3-piece and knocked out and beat up, and it's like, wait. So my concept of what people think power is, it's just honestly, you know, acting like a broad when you're in a position that gives you leverage. It's so unmanly to me. But I just had to make a video about it, because I think too many people out here, you think if you get into a certain position, you can exude your anger against whatever in the world on the other people and act like it can't come back at you, and that's not true. And some people just leave you where you at, like, whatever, man. But I'm done. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.